Hi there, good to see you again. I hope you've seen my videos where I build and decorate the interior of this beautiful fairy tale castle out of the most affordable material there is, cardboard. In this video, we will decorate the outside of the castle. We will take it from brown cardboard to the most gorgeous fairy tale castle in history. Then I'm going to show you how to make the magical people that live in the castle. We start with selecting our colors. I have a pink range over here. I got soft pink, strong pink, and a purpley pink. This is the main color for the castle. Then for contrast, that's very important, I got white and I got a bit of gold. And we mustn't forget cardboard brown, because cardboard has a warm, nice color in itself. Then we plan where the colors should go. Let's make an interesting pattern. How about creating a center point right above the door? That's kind of like the main center of the building. Create some sort of a nice pattern. Continuing on the little window down here on the little house. Then right across the tower. I'm thinking pink above the line and then keep the cardboard brown below the line. For the middle box, I'm thinking something about the same type of treatment. And then let's do the side as well. So I continue from the line in here and then I do another arch and then straight out this way. Then the top floor. Then I got a plan for the doors. I think I will do a stripy pattern starting from this corner, like that. Then the other side, exactly the same. Then I continue like that down, but I have to measure about 2 cm size for each stripe. And then the same on the other side. There. Then we do the same thing for all the doors. Now we can paint carefully around the pencil marks and also very carefully near the edges because I want to leave them untouched and unpainted. Same thing with the windows and doors. Just go carefully around them so that we can leave them unpainted. Then I switch to a smaller pencil in order to get these sharp points. Then I go down, carry on around the corner. It's important to get these corners right, like that. And then no paint on the edge. Then I carry on over onto the big tower. And the tower just have a straight line right across the whole shape. Painting is really good fun. You know, it's one of the most enjoyable things. But of course, on a big castle like this, you need patience because there's a lot to paint and there's many details to go around. Then we do the doors. Now, 1 layer is not enough. We need to do 2 or perhaps even 3 sometimes because the paint doesn't cover the cardboard well enough in the first layer. So if you want solid, bright color, you go for 2 or 3 layers. Then the small towers. Then I start on the middle box and the door in the middle is golden. Yeah, I love to paint with that gold. Makes the castle look so expensive and luxurious. And then the spires are bright, beautiful pink in contrast to the white, the soft pink, and the cardboard brown. Then I start on the door frames. I'm using a really small brush. Then the big door frame and the window frames. And then, to create some extra 3-dimensionality to the armory, I'm going to take the chips that we cut out of the in-betweens and put here. A little bit of glue. On it goes, and look, looks so much more 3-dimensional, doesn't it? And the top box. And the top tower. Ooh, gorgeous. I've been looking forward to this. And the spire on top. What a glorious moment in my life. Whoa. Next, we do the edges and some decorative lines. I start with the tiny windows in the small towers. A nice little color around the edge. Then I've cut some strips of pink paper that I'm going to use to treat the edge like this. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Okay. First we measure the length, cut that off, adding on a bit of glue, then we stick it on. Beautiful. And up on the middle room, then I have to glue around the corner, then a strip around each of the small towers. Measure first. Finished. In the old days, kings and queens had a royal crest. That is a bit like a logo or a brand in nowadays. I have made this little thing to put over the door. It's made out of two pieces that are same in shape, only different in size and color. They are very easy to make from a little sheet of cardboard. You just draw the shape of this crest and then up like this, nice curve. Then you cut it out. Like that. We trace it off, and inside this one we draw a slightly smaller one, following the same shape, cutting it out. Now this one fits right on top of this one. Then you paint them and you have the start of a royal crest. Now in here you can decorate and draw whatever symbol you like for your royal family. I myself is just gonna glue on a little heart because I just think that is really cute and I really love heart shapes. Just nice right above the door. Then the question is, what can we glue onto the surface that would look good? I've found these pearls and shiny hearts and bling and stuff and some stars. Perfect spot for a little heart. And another one. And even one above there. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, so lovely. A small one right up in the corner and the other corner. And how about a magical star over here? Wow. And the small one. Oh, nice. Yes. And of course, a castle like this needs fancy doorknobs. Finally, we need flags. You see, in the old days, they loved to decorate their castles and houses with flags and banners. Flags are really easy to make. You need some toothpicks and some strips of your favorite colored paper. Then you fold your paper like this in half. A little bit of glue inside. Then you close it up. And then before it dries, stick in your toothpick and make sure that it fits inside here. So now this can dry. In the meantime, I'm cutting the toothpick in half because I actually don't want the sticks to be that tall. Then you use a ruler to measure how long you want your flag to be. I want mine to be 4 cm, so I put a mark here. And then I put the ruler like this and I press down and I make a cut. Make a cut again. Then we take this one, put a little bit of glue on the tip and then you press it in here and make sure that your sharp end is pointing this way because that goes into the spire. So now you have a flag. And then you make a bunch of them, as many as you need. Then we are going to make a bigger flag. A flag like this. This is for the top spire, for the very top of the castle. So this got to be special. Here I'm using pink paper. And I'm drawing a sort of a wavy flag, sort of in the wind like this. Whee! split at the end, about this big, maybe a little bit longer here since we need to wrap it around the stick up here. We cut it out and you have one of these. Then if you like, you can put a little bit of extra color on it. It's optional, of course, but I thought that I would give it a little bit of sort of extra purple, royal purple color at the tips. Now we can wrap it around the stick. So we go like this, wrappy, put a bit of glue on, around the stick and hold for a little second. And we got the top flag. So let's stick them on. First I put a little droplet of glue at the top and then I stick in the flag about there. That's tall enough. And finally the top flag right on top. Now I'm going to show you how to make the magical people that live in the castle. There are many ways of making figures for a castle, but here's an easy one. You take a piece of cardboard and then you draw a baseline for where you're going to put your people. So I just draw now a straight line here like this. Then I switch to my pencil and I draw a few straight lines to write up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. King, queen, princess, wizard, court lady, servant, and soldier. First, we mark the height of our people. So the king, he's quite big. He's actually, 6 cm tall. But the queen, she's just 4 cm tall. And the princess is really tiny. She's 2.8 cm tall. The wizard has a really tall hat, so he's 6.5 cm tall. The court lady is really quite small. She's 3.7 cm. The servant is 4.2 and the soldier 5.3. Then we have YDR and the king is 1.4 this way, 1.4 this way. That means he's this wide. 1.4, 1.4, and then we draw the shape. Then I draw a line across here so that I can do a nice symmetrical round off of the shape. So I round it off here and I round it off here. Now by drawing a shape like this that has a center line, it makes it much easier to draw the symmetrical body of the king later. His wife is a little bit broader, 1.5 cm. The princess is tiny, only 8 millimeters on this side and 8 millimeters on this side. The wizard is 1.3 and 1.3. And he is triangular shaped, so the wizard is actually a different shape than the rest. The court lady, on the other hand, is 1 cm, 1 cm. The servant, 8 millimeter. The same for the soldier. But the soldier is square on top. Like that. Now we have the basic shapes of all the people in our castle. And I have drawn them simple like this, so they're simple to draw, and also that they resemble each other. They look like they're in the same family. Let's marker in the lines. Now make sure you marker in only the outline and not the center lines. Those are only help lines to get the features right. So now we have all our people on a piece of cardboard. Let's paint them up. We start with the skin tones. Then the black color. Then the royal purple. And then some green color. Blue. Red. Orange. Pink. And some turquoise. finally I get to use turquoise because it's so nice against the pink castle. Light blue, a bit of yellow brightens things up. And then some details in white. And since I have covered up a few of the lines, I just sharpen up those again with a marker. And at the same time, I fill in some small details like buttons on the shirt. There. Now notice that they are all different sizes, different shapes and different colors. That will make each and every one of them unique and easy to recognize when they're on the castle. Let's cut them out. I realized that I've forgotten something. Rosy cheeks. Let's pop them out. Oh, nice. Then we need to make them stand up, and I have cut some strips of cardboard and painted them in the royal purple. So now we need to cut each one to the size. So let's see. It's a good size for the king, queen. Now, before we glue them on so they can stand up, we need to consider one thing. When we play with these figures, we will also see the back side. So now we need to turn them around and paint a little bit on the back. So we'll just go with the main color, which is purple. The backs, I don't think we need to paint as detailed as the fronts. After all, it's the front that is the most important. So the back, we just get a simple color or two or three from the main colors of the character. And the queen is really simple, just a bit yellow on the crown and a deep purple for the rest. The wizard, oh, very simple. The princess and her orange hair. Then we glue them on. I dip directly into the glue because I want quite a lot of glue to make them really strong. Yeah, I think he needs a little bit of hair as well. Now for the court lady, I've made a couple of extras because you always need extra court ladies. I'll put them there. And for the servant too, there's always good with extra servants. So I've made actually 3 extra servants. A castle needs soldiers to look after the castle and protect the castle from evil intruders. Okay, folks, ready to populate our castle? Let's start with the soldiers. One over here by the small tower and one down here. Over on this side, a couple of soldiers guarding the gold room. In fact, I'll give them some reinforcement. By the guardhouse. And the court ladies are whizzing around over here, looking at the beautiful view. And the king and the queen in front of the gold room. And the servants are lining up at the back, waiting to serve some dinner. And the wizard really high up, looking out over the kingdom. And finally, our princess up in the top tower. Oh, finished. It's beautiful, it's magical, and it's ready to play. Thank you so much for hanging with me during this epic castle make. I got many more great things like this, many more buildings and houses. If you like that type of stuff, subscribe and click the bell for more updates.